Hi guys, Kay. I have the house to myself, which is very rare. Well, not to myself, but two people are sleeping. So it's quiet. Anyway, today I decided to do I do this a lot. It's one of my go-to smokier looks. It's using, well, 3 colors really. But yeah, I do this on a regular basis if I have somewhere to go, like if I'm going for dinner or going somewhere that requires to put makeup on my face, not just running to the grocery store. This is what I do. So it is MAC Club, MAC Steamy, and a little bit of, it doesn't matter, usually I use MAC Blanc type, but I couldn't find it. I was like searching my drawer and I didn't feel like looking. So I used a color from the Bear palette by Sigma because they have like a dupe for that in there. So let's get started. First I'm going to use the new Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-hour cream shadows, and this one is, don't have my glasses on, this is Tough as Taupe. I just showed it in my in some of my drugstore recent favorites, so this is what it looks like. I usually put it on with my finger and then I put a little bit more with a synthetic brush. I just find a synthetic brush works better. So I just put a thin layer in there. I just like to, I don't know, I just like to do things with my fingers sometimes, cream products, because the warmth of my hand and that. So I'm going to use this synthetic brush. This is from the Mrs. Bunny collection. There's Mr. Bunny and Mrs. Bunny from Sigma. This is the vegan line, so all the brushes are synthetic. And I love these brushes. There's lots of brushes out from Sigma, and I'm going to do a huge Sigma haul. I mean huge, like everything they've come out with in the past 6 months, if not longer, I'm going to do a review on. Okay, so then I take this synthetic brush. This one's like a 252, so in Sigma lingo that is an E60. It is a long flat, it's like a 252 would be. I don't even know if I put any of this on there. Okay. Okay, so I'm just getting another layer on there just to make sure that we've got a good base for this all to stick to. These go on really well and really creamy, so there's not really a need to blend it out, but if you do find that you have a harsh line here, by all means blend it out a little bit, but I mean you're gonna be blending with shadows over this anyway, so it's not the end of the world if you don't. Okay, so I'm gonna drag some of this underneath as well. I just like to have a little added base. I know the colors are washed out a lot with this webcam, but you'll notice in the beginning that there were pictures, and that is what it looks like in real life. Okay, so I go all the way to the corner underneath and just blend it out. Now, I'm going to be using MAC Club, which looks like this. It's a brown, like a red brown, but it pulls teal. So, and this is Steamy here, which is it's like a mint. That's how I would describe it. Okay, so I'm going to put Club on first, and I'm using a E55 by Sigma, same as the 239 by MAC. And I get a bit of Club, and I'm just pressing it all over like the outer portion of my eye, almost halfway. I mean, this doesn't have to be put on ridiculously thick. Then I'm pressing some into the inner corner of my eye and dragging it inward. I mean, if you want to go up here, you can. Just stay away from this area here because that's where we're going to be putting the Steamy. I'm going to take what is this? A 214, old school numbers. This is from the original Pro Kit by Sigma. And it's just this little stubby brush, and I'm going to drag Club by itself under the eye on top of that cream shadow that we put as a base. There we go. Okay, so it does come out from my eye a bit because these lashes that I have on are really flare. These are Mink Lashes. They're Velour is the brand. They look like this. They are mink fur is what they are. There's no cruelty involved. There's different styles. There's no cruelty involved with obtaining the fur for these lashes. It's the fur is removed from the animal, not their skin, not anything like that. Okay, so it's just their fur, and it's used on the lashes. Alrighty, so next I use another like 239 or E55, and this one is from, I get the colors mixed up because I have a mini kit that is the Color Me Coral, or Color Me Coral, that's not what it's called. It's the Coral, it's like the Make Me Crazy and the Make Me Whatever kits from Sigma. They came out with travel sizes, so I have these, and then I have a Tokyo set, which was like a limited edition cities set, and they're like coral and hot pink, and they're so close in color I get them mixed up. I believe this one is from the Make Me collection, the travel size, in coral. So I'm going to take some of the Steamy, and I'm going to pop it right in the middle. Like that. And I'm going to put a second layer. I may even put a third. Like I don't own every MAC eyeshadow known to man. I don't go crazy and buy everything in a collection or anything like that when it comes out, because I know MAC shadows are hit and miss. So, I mean, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, you know that's the way I feel. It's not the gold of the gold. There's plenty of, some things are, yes, but not everything. So you just need to watch and do research and ask questions before you purchase, because I don't want to spend money like that and then be disappointed. Okay, this is an 800 brush by Makeup Designery. It's like the softest thing on the planet, and I prefer it to any MAC or Sigma blending brush for in the crease. So I didn't add any color to this. This is just the Club eyeshadow that is pulling, like just the brown from the Club is coming up and fading nicely, if you see what I mean. So next I will get some mascara on. This is Maybelline the Falsies Flare, just because I'm going to be putting the lashes on and they are black, and I want my lashes underneath to be black, or as black as they can be, so it blends in better. And because lots of the time when you're doing your eyeshadow, powder from your eyeshadow falls onto your lashes and makes them a lighter color, and then you have false eyelashes on, and it's obvious because your lashes underneath are powdered. Okay, so mascara, top and bottom lashes. Okay, so this is the eyeshadow I'm going to be using from Sigma. I'm going to use, I had a little bit of Elope and a little bit of Appeal, I believe. Is it Appeal? Approach. Oops. Elope and Approach. So one's matte, one's shimmer. I mean, this is from the Mrs. Bunny collection. This is it's like a 275. It is an E70, so it's an angled brush. I'm taking a bit of Elope and a bit of Approach, and I usually start about here under my brow and drag it this way. So it's not a ridiculous amount of color. However, you can drag some onto the edges of your eyeshadow as well, and that is going to help blend and allow for the smokier effect. Okay, next I'm going to take Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner and a Makeup Designery something brush, 210. It's an angled small angled brush. And I'm going to line my waterline and tightline. So the top as well as the bottom. Biggest part to having a smoky effect to the eye is lining your waterline. You will never get the perfect smoky, true smoky look that you're going for unless you line in your waterline. Again, using a gel liner is waterproof. Sometimes you can put 2 layers just to be sure, because I mean nothing's 100%, but if you're looking for something to stay in your waterline, pencil is usually not going to cut the mustard and you need to get a gel liner. Okay, so for the top, I did line thinly on the top. I mean, I'm putting lashes on, so most of this is going to be covered anyway. You just don't want to have any sort of gap. Winged it out a bit. You don't want to have any sort of gap between your, if your lashes aren't sitting exactly on your lash line perfectly, then you don't want to have a gap in between, because that'll also make it obvious that you're wearing false lashes. Like I said, these flare out lots, so these aren't necessarily the lashes I would wear regularly. I usually use Ardell 120s, but whatever. These were around me, and I didn't have any Ardells, so I put these on. Okay, so this is what these ones look like. The style of these ones are, okay, 100% mink fur, 100% handmade, and I don't know what style these are. It doesn't say on the packaging. The thing about these mink lashes, though, is you can use them up to 25 times. So if you're interested in getting a lot of wear. Okay, so that completes the eyes, that completes the look, and I'm just going to put some lips on. I'm going to use that lash blast. What is this called? Blast lipstick thing. And so I don't like these skinny little applicators, so I use a lip brush to put it on. So what is this? This is a Makeup Designery 930 brush. Okay, so you see what I did? I did the outer edges in like this, and I made sure to sweep along my lip line here. I'm going to do my complete top lip with the eggplant color, and then I'm going to pop the bronze on the bottom lip. I'm not saying this is the absolute only way you can put this stuff on. Put it on however you want. So that completes the look. I hope you enjoyed, and those are 2 of my suggestions of MAC eyeshadows to get. Actually, if I would have used Blanc Type up here, Blanc Type, Steamy Club, those are 3 of my favorites. So I hope to talk to you all soon, and have a good weekend.